Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is coming at you again. And we're watching Overanalyzing Avatar The Winter Solstice Part 2. Now, again, this is the first introduction of Avatar Roku, and boy, does he make a badass appearance. I wonder what he's gonna bring out, you know? I mean, I loved this episode as a kid, and I remember it just opened the world. Honestly, again, you can make a good argument that this is where the show truly begins, because it establishes that Sozin's Comet is happening at the end of the show and everything. I remember when I saw this, it just laid out the whole show for me, but then it just brought up a whole bunch of questions, like how are they going to do this before this happens? Is he going to be ready by the time he gets by the time the comet arrives? There's so many questions, and it just made the show so much more interesting. Let's get into the episode, and let's see what he says. And remember, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I could use y'all help. With that out of the way, let's just get into the episode, y'all.
You want to see the fastest continuity error in the show ever? You already did. Here, it's a full moon, but in the last episode, which ended on the same night that we're returning to, it's a crescent. But then, literally in the same shot, there's some good continuity. The buildings that are shown to be destroyed in the village are the same ones that Heibai actually did destroy. Heibai's logic was like, man, my forest, which was made out of trees, got fucked up. Now I'm gonna fuck up your stuff that's made out of trees. This scene is written really strangely. Aang doesn't want to bring Katara and Sokka to the Fire Nation. Katara and Sokka don't want him to go at all.
But I have to talk to Avatar Roku to find out what my vision means. I need to get to the Fire Temple before the sun sets on the solstice.
Then there's this one line between both parties doing a complete 180 and going ahead with the idea that they didn't want to happen.
Good luck.
Thank you for your...
Go!
This guy actually clutched up pretty hard here. Aang gets to talk to Roku for what, a few minutes? If he didn't get Aang to get moving, the world might have ended? Shh. If you look in the background here, you can see Iroh still isn't dressed from last episode.
Now would you please put on some clothes?
John was transferred back to Zuko's crew for a third time and is now a crew oil deployer. A truly hellish fate.
God, is he still here?
Full steam ahead!
Fireball! I'm on it!
It actually looks like to me that this fireball missed on Appa's right, and Aang was a second or two away from steering Appa directly into it.
Okay.
This is exactly why I didn't want you to come. It's too dangerous.
And that's exactly why we're here.
Katara, I don't mean to steal your thunder here, but you and Sokka aren't exactly assets to the team at this point. You both had moments on Kyoshi Island, but past that, you've kind of been bystanders. Or kidnappies.
But there's a Fire Navy ship out there, sir. One of our own. What if it's hit?
So be it. It belongs to a traitor.
This background guy takes a step back when Zhao says they're gonna loose the catapults anyway. He's like, oh shit. I really like how this part of the action scene plays with the audience's logic. Almost everyone I see watch this for the first time says, why don't they just fly higher? Only for when they actually do, they come to the realization of, oh wait, that made it worse! The catapults are shown to have little dragon head adornments here. Nice. Okay, Sokka is shown to fall off of Appa here, and Aang turns around to save him. But if Aang turned around to save him, shouldn't Appa be darting down away from the blockade then? Unless Aang took a really roundabout way of getting to his new terminal velocity friend. It's cool that they actually swoop under Sokka and match his speed to save him. That's good attention to detail. If they just kind of intercepted him straight on, that probably wouldn't have helped very much. Or, I don't know, be falling from the sky and get tackled into a building. Probably wouldn't help. Alright, cutting the jokes though, this action scene is the best that the show has to offer so far. It's fast-paced, plays some tricks on the viewer, and it's not just an action scene to have an action scene. Zuko's ship gets damaged, and that plays into the rest of the episode. This town ain't big enough for the both of us. So they're all being sneaky behind this wall, right? But Momo's got some big ears, so Katara makes him put his ears down. I love the little touches like that.
Yeah, I know.
We are the Fire Sages, guardians of the Temple of the Avatar.
And the Sun Guardian, Guardian of the Sun.
I'll hold them off. Run!
What the hell?
When Aang does a sweep kick here, it actually puts out the torches behind the sages.
Wow.
This voice line,
Find him.
and this voice line,
Find him.
are the exact same. You ain't slick, Avatar, I caught you.
Oh, I thought Avatar was above that.
statue of Avatar Roku. Its eyes began to glow.
It does seem like the two Fire Sages we see in Episode 3 might be these two Fire Sages from the Fire Sage Goon Squad. This is the first time we meet someone from the Fire Nation that isn't explicitly trying to capture or hurt the gang. This show isn't about black and white, good and evil. People have their own motives and reasons to do things. That being said, Shayu's I don't think are very strong. He's 2 generations removed from an Avatar even being alive. Would a man with no context for the life he's supposed to be leading betray his, what I assume to be, lifelong friends?
The
To
sanctuary
be fair,
doors,
probably his
they're closed.
parents were preparing him
Can't
for
you
it.
just open them with firebending?
No. Only a fully realized avatar is powerful enough to open this door alone. Otherwise, the sages must open the doors together with 5 simultaneous fire blasts.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think a fully realized avatar could probably handle that.
5 fire blasts, huh? I think I can help you out.
This is a pretty clever little visual
like that.
joke. It's a play on the cartoon light bulb idea gag, you know the one? With the lantern standing in for the light bulb. But Sokka's also looking up at the lantern, that's actually part of his plan. It's not easy to write environmental humor like this.
It really
Keep
is.
heading north. Zhao will follow the smoke trail while I use it as a cover.
The holes for the
Dad
door,
noise.
in this shot at least, actually look like they have lion faces as decor around them. But they're also shown to be like snakes. You ever hear that theory on how dragons are just a combination of all the things we feared when we were monkeys? That being big cats, big lizards, and birds of prey? Am I rambling?
It didn't
I mean, it's
He's
not
right. Sokka's plan didn't work,
untrue.
but it looks like it did.
Remember
I don't
how I
think
said
dragons
Sokka and
exist
Katara
at that
weren't
point.
assets to the team earlier? Well, this is actually the first time they do anything really effective, besides the Unagi thing, like I mentioned. Sokka isn't the invasion planning prison breaker he grows to be yet, and Katara isn't the princess freezing Moses she ends up being either. This little sequence of critical thinking is the reason we get through the episode, and that's big for these characters. We don't want them feeling like dead weight. Where is the Sunstone actually getting sunlight from anyway? Doesn't look like there's any kind of a window to it from the outside. When the light first overtakes Roku's eyes, you can see like actual eyes seem to be there before the avatar glow kicks in. Super creepy.
You're
Yeah.
too late, Zhao. The avatar's inside and the doors are sealed.
No matter. Sooner or later, he has to come out.
He's right.
This scene is as close to perfect as the first
Yep.
season gets. The atmosphere. We're not even really sure what plane of existence this conversation is taking place in. The conversation itself. A previous avatar gives Aang a dire warning. We have a time limit now. Before now, we knew the Fire Lord battle was an inevitability.
See?
But now, we know it's coming fast,
This is
and
what I
Aang's
meant.
probably not going to be ready. What a genius way to up the stakes. And it ends on this.
A great danger awaits you at the temple. I can help you face the threat, but only if you are ready. I'm ready.
It's so fucking cool!
Hey!
Whoa!
Avatar Roku.
He's right!
Oh, you
Also,
should have just
Roku's
put
like
it.
the
He's
best
right.
firebender ever. He used enough force to blast everyone back, enough heat to melt the chains, but not burn any of
That
the
always
homies with
bugged
either
me.
fire or molten steel, and apparently blow a hole in the wall. This is the first time we ever see lava bending. Or I guess
Yeah.
magma bending? Does Roku have to change styles from magma to lava once he shoots
Really?
it up to
It's
the
all
top
the
of the
same.
building? What a great shot to end on. There's a huge weight on Aang now, and we see him just looking down, concerned. The whole squad gets up and comforts him. We don't need dialogue here. We get it. There's some big budget, $1 million a page shows that would have written a line
Stop
here and
reminding
there,
me of
but the
getting the
music and
finale.
silence is just what it needs. It doesn't need explaining. But wait, I just explained it. Fuck, I ruined it!
No, you didn't. You just.
This episode goes hard in the front yard.
Yes.
Great action sequences, awesome character interactions, and exactly what this story needed. A sense of urgency. Throughout the entire series, we have this looming day coming. It's gonna happen, and there's nothing we can do to stop the comet. So
Oh, yeah, that was one of the best episodes of the first season, anyway. Because I gotta take them as they go. Because I know y'all gonna kill me for this, but I believe that season 1 of Avatar is the worst season of them all. Not, I mean, worst by default. You know, I rank them like as I see them, but like, you know, backwards 1, 2, and 3. So, you know, 3 is the best, 1 is the worst. Again, if there was like a season 0 or something like that, and that turned out to be a piece of crap, then yes, fine, I would have ranked that. But yeah, unfortunately, it pains me to do it, but man, but yeah, he basically laid out everything, every way I felt. I remember just watching this when I was 12 years old, and I just enjoying the show so much, and especially the stakes were risen, and I never cared. I just remember just the intensity just building and building and building, and you know, and the only thing that stopped it was like, you know, the end of the season, season 2, season 3. You know, it always did, like, until we got to season 3. But until we got to season 3, it just became perfect. And again, this is one of my favorite shows for a reason. And again, it's as close to a perfect show as it possibly can. I don't care what y'all say. You just got to give it a chance and you'll love it. I want to watch it right now, honestly. But anyway, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I could use y'all help. Also, nope, that's it. I'll see y'all in the next episode.